Well, let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the local bourse. That did get quite a shaky handover from the Asian markets, even though we did get upside surprises on trade data coming out of China. Of course, we did see growth in their imports and also growth in their exports. Of course, we also do have the final 2024 GDP print coming out for China later on this week. Just looking at how the JSE has performed today, a sea of red over there, the All Share declining almost 2%. Those losses largely being carried by the Industrial 25 plunging more than 2%, with the Financial 15 giving up there almost 1.9%, and the Resources 10 complex declining by almost 0.6%. Let's take a look at what is happening with the markets in the U.S. And, of course, over there, investors are digesting the hotter than expected December jobs report that came out on Friday. Of course, now raising questions on the Fed's next move. And, of course, those will be getting louder as markets get the producer and consumer inflation prints out this week. Quite a mixed picture over there, but largely red. We do have the tech-heavy NASDAQ there plunging by almost 1.5%, with the S&P 500 giving up more than 2/3%. But backing that overall trend is the Dow there with a gain of almost 0.4%. Well, let's take a look at what is happening with the markets across the Atlantic. And over there, we are seeing investors really putting their focus and attention on the government bond yields. Of course, we have seen those spiking. And of course, those higher borrowing costs now raising concerns of what the impact that the Eurozone and UK spiking government bond yields could have on the economies there and on the budgets. A sea of red, FTSE 100 declining more than 1/3%, the CAC 40 shedding more than 1/5%, and the DAX declining by almost 1/3%. Let's take a look at what is happening with the currency scene, and we start off with how the rand is doing against some of the major currencies. Of course, we have seen quite a strong dollar, really just emphasizing that it is the dollar's world and we are just living in it. But quite flat, the rand against the US dollar, although really very weak, above 19 rand against that currency. Against the rand against the pound at 23 rand 17, and the rand against the euro at 19 rand 47. Let's take a look on how the other currency pairs are doing, starting off with the euro dollar at 1.02, pound dollar standing at 1.21, and the yen just above 157 against the US dollar. More on those market moves with Scope Prime Africa's Gerabilo Nonyana right after this. Stay watching.